Welcome back to Glenn Ford Day on TCM Summer Under the Stars. I'm Alicia Malone, and Ford had an impressive screen career, beginning in 1937 and continuing without many breaks all the way to 1992. Not bad for someone who never thought of himself as an actor. As Ford once said, "People laugh when I say I'm not an actor, but I'm not. I play myself." I think all of us would disagree with that, so let's watch another of his great performances, this time in a romantic comedy. It's Dear Heart from Warner Brothers in 1964, directed by Delbert Mann. The screenplay was written by Tad Mosel, starring Glenn Ford as Harry, a charming greeting card salesman. Harry is engaged to the social climber Phyllis, played by Angela Lansbury, but he becomes interested in Evie, a single woman he meets at a hotel in New York, played by Geraldine Page. The original title of the script was The Out-of-Towners, not to be confused with the Neil Simon Arthur Hiller film from 1970. The title was changed to Dear Heart after composer Henry Mancini and songwriters Jay Livingston and Ray Evans created a theme song called Dear Heart, which perfectly captures Geraldine Page's character Evie. The song was released before the movie and quickly became a major hit. Mancini urged studio chief Jack Warner to get the film into theaters in Los Angeles in time for the song to qualify for an Academy Award. Warner agreed only if Mancini covered all advertising costs, estimated at around $10,000. Mancini did so, and Dear Heart received the film's sole Academy Award nomination for Best Song. Also with Mary Wicks and Alice Pierce, enjoy Dear Heart. Dear Heart was nominated for one Academy Award for Best Original Song for the title track by Henry Mancini, Jay Livingston, and Ray Evans. None of the actors received Oscar nominations, but by this stage, both Geraldine Page and Angela Lansbury had 3 previous nominations to their names, with Page going on to be nominated a further 5 times. Our star of today, Glenn Ford, was never nominated for an Oscar during his long career, but did receive 3 Golden Globe nominations, including 1 win for A Pocketful of Miracles and 2 Golden Apple Awards in 1948 and 1957 for being the most cooperative actor. The Golden Apple Awards no longer exist, but they were presented by the Hollywood Women's Press Club, honoring the most cooperative stars and the least cooperative, the sour apple. Anyway, when Dear Heart was released in 1964, critics were divided. Bosley Crowther from the New York Times said it was a stale, dull, and humorless pretension. Variety called it a pleasant comedy drama, and an Angela Lansbury biography called it a stinker. However, Lansbury enjoyed herself on this set, especially working with Geraldine Page and director Delbert Mann, whom she had worked with on The Dark at the Top of the Stairs in 1960. Stay with us on TCM. Next, we'll watch our Summer Under the Stars honoree Glenn Ford in a schoolroom drama from 1955, written and directed by Richard Brooks. Back soon.
Next on TCM, Blackboard Jungle, then Day of the Evil Gun, and later, Cimarron. Glenn Ford stakes his claim tonight.